This was their first meeting, but BAFI doesn't know if the window is open. He will be attracted to the girl in front of him. The next time we met was in a ceremony. Barfi's funny act made her laugh again. The third meeting, the pink thread of fate that finally connected them. That day BA was on the train. The girl in the back saw him immediately. The boy cried endlessly as BFI was complacent. Through the glossy window, I can see that beautiful face take a step back. African BA listening people look at the girl in front. Corners of his mouth also smiled. The train continues to run. Fake girl give you front attention. I don't understand. The result is in the next second. Barfi has been deaf since childhood, but even so, I am still full of enthusiasm for life. He doesn't give up easily either. Thanks to familiarity with the terrain, Barfi ran to the GAD train before waiting for Shruti to get off. He quietly followed Shruti, quickly realized Barfi expresses his feelings in sign language, but the enemy doesn't seem to understand. So I pretended to take out my heart. Then put it on the ground. Shruti understand raw. She straightened her hair, then she kicks one forward. Then she laughed and left. But Barfi is not discouraged. He Theo Shruti to the restaurant. Take a tray. Once again put my hot heart on it. It comes with a flower, but Shruti still rejects you. Barfi feels a little uneasy. He's ready to leave. But quickly Shruti got a paper. She asked who sent it. The waiter pointed to the bell tower on the opposite side. Ben is waving his hand this way. The clock is ticking, and the clock is back up 15 minutes. In the paper are 3 hypotheses. Let's say we never met. Suppose I never told you. Let's say you're friends with a guy named BFI. It's so warm that we've come up with so many theories. Why didn't she respond with a smile and a wave? With me. So cute. That's how they become normal friends. But BFI always gives us a chance to meet. It's like a wind in normal life. The monotony of Shruti, gradually rippling via Africa, has taught Shruti many things. For example, how to live, how to forgive. Like the biggest risk in life is never to take risks unconsciously. Their feelings are also quickly warming up to make Shruti fun. I don't pay attention to the looks of the people around me. Public dance, exotic dancing. Then he politely invited Shruti. Face to face with such an interesting man. Shruti of course not refused. However, all of this was noticed by the mother of Shruti. For a period of time afterwards, more and more times they met. Shruti also started actively looking for Barfi. And every day Barfi can always make you happy. I'll let you wear a vintage looking dress shirt. Ask the street artist to paint for you. It will be as before. Riding the old bike, taking her for a walk. You stole the white horse. Millionaire next door at night. Like a prince on a white horse. He took her to the Gia house. We sat on the train all night, just to bring food to feed the hungry children. And all of this has deeply fascinated Shruti. That day I used grass as an intermediate. Put a grass ring on her finger. She gladly watched him give her first kiss. Since childhood, I have lacked a sense of security. I'm always experimenting with people close to me. Cutting off half the street light. Then measure the safe distance. Then hold the enemy's hand until the street lights come down. But every time the enemy lets go of your hand is fruit. It's the same. That day I brought fruit home. I was seen by the fruit. From her daughter's description of BA5, Mom realizes she likes BA African. So the next day BA led Shruti to the woodcut forest and told her that the man in front, he also used to be my boyfriend. But in the end, I chose to give up because he can't give life. Better for me. How can he give you life? I'm at this intersection. That year I turned my back. Turns out I soon pick here for half a smoothie. The enemy has power. The more they are together, the more they are together. You can't say the words you like to hear. He didn't hear what I wanted to say either. Sometimes silence is the language of love. Sometimes silence can make love choke. On the other side, BA Africa is full of dreaming happiness. Of a beautiful future. He's cycling. He's getting ready to propose to Shruti, combing hair at the door. He knocked on Shuti's door. But I can't get into the room. I can't even express my feelings. He saw a man. The man cuddling Shuti's cheek. She didn't resist. BG stands in place. He hoped Shruti would run to explain. But she didn't. Retract the gaze. Fi understood everything. Before leaving, BA Africa smiling greeting man and sincerely blessed them. But when I turned my back, I had to close the door. I just want to get out of here quickly. It's starting to rain outside, but the umbrella in my hand couldn't open. Shruti has covered me. It's like the last goodbye. I got on a bike but the chain broke. It's like they're in love right now. A look at the car of the man next door. He laughed at himself. I thought I wanted to turn my back, but there were tears in Shruti's eyes. BA5 gradually disappeared in sight, and this miss by Shruti. It will be a permanent pain in your heart. The weather gradually became clear. She lies in her father's lap like a child losing candy. Not long after, the Shruti family is about to leave this city. BA African chasing on bike. It's like the first time I met her. He leaned against her window. Just like that day, BA to the train pole gradually away. Their love is the same. Not long after Shruti left, I was drunk all day to forget my sadness. I drank all the wine that day and went to bed early. The father downstairs suddenly had a relapse. I didn't realize until I woke up. The next day, I panicked and took him to the hospital. The doctor told me, you have to collect enough money for the surgery within 2 days. Tossed all bottles in the house. But this is just salt. He asked for help from his rich neighbor, but coldly rejected. I'm about to leave, and I see Jhilmil upstairs. Immediately came up with a bold idea. Jhilmil is the daughter of a rich man. Since childhood, only be an African willing to play with her. Throw your shoes on the second floor. It's a unique meeting signal between them. Keep quiet with severe autism. At that time, autism was considered an infectious disease. Your parents consider you a disgrace. The only one who loves you. Take her to a nursing home for treatment. One is 10 years. It wasn't until her grandfather was seriously ill that her father took her home. Not long after he left you. And now many years have passed. Himmin still remembers BA in her lap apart from her grandfather. The person you trust the most is Ben. That day, BA sneaked into the millionaire's house, pushed the door out. Then it turns out that Himmin was kidnapped by someone else first. The police received the report and arrived. Boss suddenly hit. He finally managed to escape. I look at you on the hospital bed. DG bought a gun. Toys he wears pages and goes to the bank. But it's a coincidence. He met the police again. When running away, BA accidentally got into a car. Inside is Himmin tied up. When the enemy doesn't notice, BA drives away and rescues him and opens his eyes. A familiar face appeared in front of him. Jim has been very shy since childhood. But this kidnapping is strangely calm. Because she saw BA Africa, that's enough to reassure her. BA flies Jim in home, but due to autism, Himmin needs to be taken care of all the time. Even going to the bathroom. All of them need the help of Phi to help her sleep peacefully. Put a little something in a glass of water. Look at the glass of water I brought you. Himmin did not hesitate to take it. You have full confidence in BA. At night, when going to bed, Himmin puts his fingers in his hands. She was afraid that when she woke up, Barfi would leave her. When Himmin was fast asleep, Barfi wrote a blackmail letter all night and take it to Himmin's house. GMN waking up after sleep. The person next to you is not BAFI. She immediately panicked. The sound of crying constantly attracting the attention of passersby. Although Barfi was in a hurry to return in time, but now G's head is empty. You frantically want to run away. Fortunately, GMN finally realized the return of BAFI. To comfort GMN, BAFI interacts with her through the reflection of the mirror. A bunch of lights chasing another bunch of lights. It's like their hearts right now are quietly moving closer together. I'll make cute faces with you. We'll teach you to spit melon seeds in your mouth. I'll do a funny pantomime for you. G shut up looking blankly, and now Bia doesn't know. It's this stupid looking girl. Lead me out of the darkness of love, and has penetrated deeply into my heart. At the request of a letter blackmailing the rich. Put your money in the right place. Just wait for Kier to show up and arrest him. But who can guess? BA does not take advantage of the chaotic crowd. It was easy to get the bag. After paying the medical fee, I immediately ran back to the hospital. At the door, you're stuck. I'm still a step behind. They brought Jim home. Himmin looked at BAFI. Until you're out of sight. The police chief quickly found out information about Barfi. I saw the police chief show up at my door. BAFI immediately ran away. I can't believe that Himmin is looking for you. There's no other way. You can only leave Theo Himmin to escape. They slipped through the crowd, GNing fun as a child. You know your family considers you a disgrace, so you don't want to go home. She gave him a red book with an address. I hope you can take her to the nursing home. She doesn't want to go and wait for the car. But look back at that stupid girl. Barfi still feels fluttered. The way is long. Himmin is like a shadow. Barfi sometimes teases her reasonably, but much more is a wordless concern for Himmin. She learned follow him kicking the leaves on the ground. He helped her wash the mud off her feet. I also flapped the fan for you. Play hide and seek butterfly. They painted smiling faces under the reflection. Slowly the two hearts are moving closer together, but Bia did not realize. The smile on your face is getting clearer. Finally they came to the kata. This is also where Shruti lives. She gripped the corner of his shirt. That's all you have. Here they're having a good time. Until the day Bia Africa saw Shruti. You go to stand behind Shruti. Two eyes touching each other. He was smiling brightly, and she was also overjoyed. Outside the window came a whistle. Rudy has to leave. I stand from a distance looking watching her get into that man's car, then sat alone by the window. He feels strange. I don't feel that bad. So he looked at Himmin, who was sleeping. Again, cut off half the street light. Measured the safe distance to Himmin. Himmin naturally gripped the corner of his shirt. The street light is slowly tilting until it fell heavily to the ground. Him not moving. She still clasped the corner of his shirt. BA Africa was smiling. From this very moment, silently entered the heart of BAFI. It is also from this moment that Shruti really loses Barfi. That day, Shruti did delicate makeup and went looking for Barfi. BAFI took her to her place. From the window, she saw Himmin. BA African Fun introduces her to Himmin. She asked about their relationship. I said, this is the one you love. That's right, she lost you. But Shruti is still sincerely happy for Barfi. Look at the woman. Beautiful Kia Himmin is a little self-deprecating. At the same time, I was afraid that BAF would leave me. That day they went out together. Barfi is always with Shruti Himmin, who has burns on his lips. Barfi blames her for being careless, but Himmin is very sensitive. She sadly turned her back and left when BA noticed. Himmin didn't see it anymore. Bia feverishly looking around, but there's no way to find her. A few days later, the billionaire received a blackmail letter. He and the sheriff went to the rendezvous. I saw my daughter in the enemy's car, but when they're done with the transaction, the enemy pushed the car into the water. Police searched all night. There's no news on the other side. Shruti found nothing and called the police, but the one who came was the police officer before that was immediately arrested. The next time, billionaire continues to pressure the police, ask them to find the killer within the stipulated time. Under pressure from the power of billionaires, the police chief wants to blame the FBI, but the police know BFI isn't the killer, because when the case happened, BA is not in this city. So he stealthily took BA to the crime scene and let Shruti take BA away. Look at the car that's just been picked up. BA eyes African instant red. He sits alone by the river. The world in your eyes is grey. And Gaba naked eyes. Until the train arrives in Gaya. He just walked forward blankly. The train slowly departs. Fruits. Once again we're in a dilemma. Last time you made the wrong choice, but this time God seems to be giving you a chance. She holds the ticket in her hand. You finally made a choice. Then she quickly ran to the front. Step onto the wagon where BA is. You thought everything could start over. But is that really the case? Barfi returned to the house where he stayed with Jim in all day. I look at the graffiti on the wall. These are the paintings that Jim made, and Shruti gradually understood raw. Even if God gives you another chance, but it's still a step late. That day, BFAE opened Himmin's package. Suddenly I saw the little red book, missing the page inside. That's the page you tore before. I suddenly remembered something. I immediately ran home. Really, in the graffiti on the wall, there's a series of numbers. Based on that number, they quickly found a nursing home. That's right, until now. She didn't want to believe that Himmin had left the world. They found the director. The director said Himmin's not here. However, he is very good at observing hands, panicked eyes. This is enough for BA to confirm that Himmin is here. He rushed out the door looking for each room. There are too many rooms here. So he took off his shoes, and Ra kept throwing them on the second floor. I don't know how long I threw. And when you see that BA doesn't persevere, the director knows that he loves Himmin more than yourself. But the choice is still up to Himmin. That's right, Himmin doesn't. And all this is a self-produced play by Father Himmin. It turns out Himmin's grandfather, before he died, left more than half of his fortune to Himmin just when Himmin needed it. That money can be used. Himmin's parents, he could only get a monthly salary as a servant, gradually crushed Himmin's father. He asked the man who kidnapped Himmin, I didn't expect to be robbed in the middle of the road. Himmin left after being jealous. I called the director. The director informed Himmin's father and make a deal with him. That's going to fake a kidnapping and create the illusion that Himmin's dead, so Himmin's father can get the money. And the director who watched Himmin grow up. You can also keep Himmin by your side. BA is still throwing shoes and in a certain room. Himmin finally noticed you. The shoes fell to the ground. Bayan's eyes are red. Is Himmin really not here? I don't want to leave for long. Everyone around you is deeply affected. Yours is touching. In a depressed mood, Bayan turned away and Himmin went to the window. Bayan is leaving. BA5. BA non, hearing impaired, not heard it very well. She can choose not to hear. But she still turns around. Bia African bewildered a little. But I saw Shruti looking behind me. Received a confirmation reply. Bia Fi immediately tears fell like rain. I take a breath, dry my tears and comb my hair again. Finally he rushed towards Jhilmil. Their foreheads touching each other. The sun is shining, the smile is still bright. You see a man so charming. He uses his body imperfectly to show the perfect love. He brings joy to everyone. Bring happiness to everyone. He's finally got some joy. To be happy with everyone's love. So first love doesn't have to be, is the last love, we just need to look ahead. You deserve better things.